Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. A quick check now for starting five for both teams. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Jackson with it. Outside, George. Now, here's Oladipo. Outside, Jackson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Jackson. And that one goes in. Two from the line that time. Now here's LeBron. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Now Doherty. Now here's LeBron. Goes up off the pick. And he dunks it down. And here are the Pacers now. And here's Jackson. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Pass to George. From deep. And the shot is good.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Doherty with the ball. LeBron up top. Back to Irving. Off on the layup.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Outside, George. And O'Neal backs in. Oladipo with the ball. George. 16 feet away. George with the ball. Jump shot is good that time. 5 points in the game.
Start hitting a few of those mid-range shots and it can open up your whole game.
Pass to Price. Lets it go from deep. And he gets the bucket.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Left side, George. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Jackson. Oladipo. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside Jackson. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Jackson. And here's Oladipo. Cavaliers trailing. Left side, Price. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. So it's the Pacers now. Outside Jackson. Back to George. Now Oladipo. Outside Jackson. Puts up a three. The shot is off. LeBron outside. Pass to Price. They set the pick. Left side, Price. Now LeBron. Back to Price. And it comes off the front of the rim.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Oladipo with the ball. Outside Jackson. George. Here's Oladipo. Here's O'Neal. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And here's Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Price. Back to Irving. Price outside. From deep. The Pacers pull it in.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Oladipo with the ball. Here's O'Neal. Outside Jackson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 7. Outside Irving. Here's Price. It's good from long range. He has 6. Now Oladipo. Outside Jackson. Here's the screen. And here's Oladipo to the inside. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And so it's Cleveland with it. 6-point game. Price up top. Pass to Doherty. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Pacers with possession here. Outside, George. Outside, Jackson. Now, here is George. Now, here is George. He has 5. Shot clock at 2. Oladipo misses.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Here's Price. Paul George grabs the miss.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Here's Oladipo. Shot from 6. Oladipo with the ball.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
From about 16, blocked. And here's George. O'Neal inside. And that is good. He's got 7.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
There's a good screen. Price outside. Dives for it. Launches a 3. Blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jackson with it. Pass to McGinnis. With the teardrop. Hibbert inside. Here's Free. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Harper. Here's Free. Pass to Verjao. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Indiana leading. Now here's Rose. Here's Person. McGinnis. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Here comes Harper. Pass to Nance. Here's free. Back to Nance. Clock at 6. From beyond the arc. Cannot hit.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Now Jackson. McGinnis. Back to Jackson. Here's Hibbert. A stupendous finish in traffic. Here's Free. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Harper. Pass to Nance. Now Love. Here's Free. Back to Love. And that one's on target from the wing. Here's Jackson. Rose with the ball. Here's Person. Pass to McGinnis. Varejao on it. Person. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Free. Here's Harper. And here's Love. Left side, Love. 5 to shoot. Left side, Love. Shot's good. And here are the Pacers now. 6-point lead. Back to Hibbert. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Pacers making a switch here. Here's Free. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Back to Love. Pass to Free. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Stevenson. Here's Person. Fires from the wing. And he hits the jump shot. Here's Free from deep three-point range. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pacers out in... All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys. Cavaliers trailing. Here is Carr. Pass to Free. Nance outside. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here is Russell. Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Person. Here's McGinnis. And he gets it to go. Here's Free. Carr. Pass to Free. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Stevenson. Now here's Williams. Right side, Williams. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Here's Free. Pass to Russell. Here is Carr. There's the pick. And here's Nance. Now here's Nance. That is good.
Defender a little hesitant off the resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
The Pacers making a change here.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance.
That free throw good from Nance. And here are the Pacers now. They've led by as much as 10. Oladipo with the ball. Poke loose. Now Stevenson. Pass to Person. Sinks the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Here's Free. Now Love. Here's Free. Pump. 6 to shoot. Now here's Oladipo. Pass to Williams. And here's Schrempf. Now here's Oladipo. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Person. 5 points in the game. And the shot is good.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the arm.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They trail by 7. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Now, here is Russell. Here is Carr. Clock at 6. And here comes the break. He dinks the rim with a two-handed slam. Now, here is Irving. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pump. Hands it from downtown.
You look at them and what they're trying to do on offense, and I like it. I really do. I like the way they're using the entire court. They're spreading themselves out, and when you spread yourself out and make the extra pass, it gives you a chance to get good looks from behind the three-point line, and they're draining their chances.
The Pacers making a switch here. Back to Schrempf. This one for 3, and he gets the bucket.
The field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
Now Irving. Back to Doherty. Schrempf with it. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Cavaliers making a switch here. And here's Price. He has 6. And it's blocked. Pass to Schrempf. George with the ball. Puts it up. Outside George. Releases from the wing and drills it. 9 points in the game so far.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Price outside. Back to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Will it go? Nice jump shot. Good.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's George. Here's Oladipo. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Price with the ball. Pass to Doherty. LeBron with it. Price outside. Price right side. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. He's got 8.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Here's George. Now here's Oladipo. Smits. That's good.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
Here's Irving. LeBron outside. Pass to Doherty. O'Neal's there. 6 on the shot clock. Doherty with the bucket. Here's George. He's got 9. Pass to Shrimp. Here's Oladipo. And the Pacers another 3.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Here's the screen. Now, here is LeBron with it. And there's the rejection. But they recover it. Jordy, no luck. And here's Oladipo. He has 6. Down low. Smits. The finger roll finish at the bucket. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen thus far, I wouldn't hold my breath.
That's going to be tough. Price outside. There's the block. But he recovers it. Paul George with the steal. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam. And so it's Cleveland with it. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Back to LeBron. Looking to end the run. Launches it. And it's blocked. It costs. And Craig Torrey with the slam. And here's George. He's got 11. And here's Oladipo. Pass to O'Neal. Now, here's Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Shrimp with it. No good from the wing. LeBron James on the wing. And LeBron throws it down hard. Now, here is George. And the Pacers call time here. The Pacers making a switch here. Outside Jackson. Pass to George. Outside for Jackson. Shot clock at 5. That shot wide open. He's got 9.
This guy's really heated up this quarter, starting to percolate. That's his 3rd in the period after being shut out in the first quarter.
James in the post. The jump hook. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Irving. So it's the Pacers now. Now O'Neal. He has 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. LeBron outside. LeBron left side. And that one's good. 8 points for him. Now here's Jackson. And here's Oladipo. Off target from outside.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Now, here's Price. Back to LeBron. The jump hook. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Outside Jackson. George up top. And they're pushing it up. And there's the lay-in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now Jackson. There's the pick. Back to George. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Cavaliers making a switch here. Now Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. To end the drought. It's blocked. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here comes Price. 8 points for him. Dismissed. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Pacers. Welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. Paul George really making a difference here. LeBron's shot is good. Indiana leading. Here's Oladipo. Pass to George. Now, here's Oladipo. Outside Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Irving. Ron right side. Now Price. The kick out to Irving. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Oladipo with the ball. Smits. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw. Here's LeBron. 12 points for him. Outside Irving. Pass to Doherty. Fires from 14. And that one's good. He's got 8.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Outside, George. Now Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. An easy 2 points on the layup. And so it's Cleveland with it. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Outside Irving. Here's Price. 6 to shoot. And he gets it to go.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Now Jackson. He's got 6. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Oladipo. Jackson. Pass to O'Neal.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Irving with the ball. Price with the ball. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Clock at 6. And Doherty backs down. Again, the Cavaliers score.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Outside Jackson. Pass to O'Neal. Working on Doherty. 16 feet away. And O'Neal gets it to go. He's got 9.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Price up top. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The first free throw is good. Price hits them both. And here's Jackson. He has 6. Outside, George. Oladipo. Leaps for it. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Price. 10 points for him. Misses from short range. Here's Oladipo. Right side, George. From out of the way, he knocks it down. He's got 13. The Cavaliers trailing. And here's Price. Back to Doherty. Pass to LeBron. Stripped away. Now, here is George. Outside Jackson. Backing down. Good. And here comes Price. They set the screen. LeBron outside. Pass to Price. 6 on the shot clock. Doherty in the post. Doherty with the bucket. He's got 12. And so it's Indiana with it. Now here's Jackson. Right side Jackson. Changes up. Doherty grabs the board. Here's Price. He's got 10. Pass to LeBron. Outside Irving. Back to LeBron. Right at the free throw line. Doherty slams it home for the putback.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Here's Jackson. Back to O'Neal. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That's good from O'Neal. The Cavaliers making a switch here. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Nance with it. Outside Irving. Love outside. And that one's good. He's got 8.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Here's Person. Person with the bucket.
And Steve, it's also really remarkable what a solid shooter he is, even in the presence of tough, sticky defense. He smoothly and calmly executes.
Pass to Russell. Love. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Indiana leading. Outside Jackson. Back to Williams. Covered by Nance. Puts it up from 7. That misses off the backboard.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Here's Irving, and he gets it to go. 6 points for him. Here's Jackson. 8 points for him. Now Stevenson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Stevenson. And the Cavaliers making a change here. That one is no good.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least. That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
Good. He's got 12. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Indiana. Here's Jackson. Here's Stevenson. Now Stevenson. Back to Jackson. Pass to Williams. Person. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Stevenson. Nance with the rebound. Here's Free. Stolen by O'Neal. And here's the break. And here's Jackson. 8 points for him. Here's Stevenson. Back to Jackson. Pass to Person. Clock at 6. Inside. Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass. He has 6.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Here is Carr. Here's Free. Good. Outside Jackson. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The Pacers making a change here. Here's Free. Here is Carr. Pass to Russell. Here is Carr. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Carr. 3-pointer. And that one's good. 6 points for him.
You've got to be in his jersey before he catches it. You've got to deny him a catch. Otherwise, he'll hurt you from deep.
Now, here's Stevens. Person with the bucket. Here's Free. The Cavaliers trailing. Here is Carr. Pass to Free. And here's Nance. Here is Carr. He's got 6. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Outside Jackson. Now Schrempf. Here's Person. There's the bucket. Good. He's got 12. Here comes World B. Free. Here is Carr. Gives him the lead pass. Russell with the bucket.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Stevenson with it. Pass to Jackson. Here's Person. Person no good. Here's Free. Now Russell. To the middle. Nance for the lead. And it's good. He's got 5. Here's Jackson. Shot misses. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cavaliers ahead. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Indiana trailing here. Pass to McGinnis. Working on Love. Here's McGinnis. McGinnis' shot is off.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Here's Harper. Here is Carr. Offensive rebound. Varejao down low. Pass to Nance. Nance, right side. 6 to shoot. Love, no luck. Now Jackson. Rose with the ball. Back to Hibbert. Pass to Verjao. Here's Harper. Now Love. Love outside. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Nant. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Here's Person. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. The shot no good.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising with such a tight game.
Pass to Harper. Here's Free. Here's Free. Love outside. No good with the triple. And here are the Pacers now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's McGinnis. The kick out to Rose. Pass to Person. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Here's Harper. And here's Russell. Free. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Outside Jackson. Back to Hibbert. And he lays it straight in.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
Pass to Love. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And again, it's Cleveland. It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And Kevin, that's exactly why this is an important possession for him.
Here's Person. Here's McGinnis. From 12 feet out. That's blocked. But he gets it back. Here's McGinnis. The shot's good for McGinnis.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
And here are the Cavaliers now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Russell. Here's Harper. Back to Russell. On deep. Rebound by Rose. Here's Person. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Here is Russell. Pass to Harper. Now Russell. Here's Free. Here's the teardrop. And the basket by Free. And it's Indiana's ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside Jackson. Pass to Person. Back to Jackson. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Drop back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Here's Harper. They set the pick. Now, here is Russell. Clock at 6. Now, here is Russell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Pass to McGinnis. And the powerful one-handed slam. The Cavaliers trailing. LeBron outside. Price with the ball. Price outside. Back Back to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Price outside. Looking to get back on track here. Shot is blocked. And here's Oladipo. Right side Jackson. George. Oladipo with the ball. Pass to George. Fires the three. And it's Price with the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers. Trailing by 4. Outside Irving. Back to Price. Now here's Doherty. Outside Irving. LeBron with it. Elbow shot. Blocked. Here's the break. Here's George. Fishes it down to finish the break. And the Cavaliers with possession here. LeBron outside. Pass to Price. Back to LeBron. Trying to get back on track. That's good.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Jackson. And here's Oladipo. Now Oladipo. Back to Jackson. Now Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Now Price. Shot denied. Pass to Jackson. And here's Oladipo. Back to Jackson. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Here's Price. Here's LeBron. LeBron right side. On the money from 12 feet away. And the Pacers call time here.
To find out what Nate McMillan was discussing with his players.
Indiana leading. Now here's Jackson. They set the pick. Pass to George. The 3. And he gets it to go.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. The Pacers making a switch here. Here's Irving. Left side, Price. The 9-foot shot. It's blocked.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. The shot from the low post is good.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Price, right side. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Pass to O'Neal. Here's George. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Cavaliers with possession. 8-point game. Outside Irving. And here's LeBron outside. And he gets it to go. He's got 20.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Back to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. George with the ball. Step back on that one and let it fly. And here's Price. Outside Irving. Back to Price. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And here are the Pacers now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside Jackson. Outside George. Pocket 6. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Pass to Irving. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Now, here's Oladipo. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. Pass to George. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first in that. So he gets them both.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Guys, what do you think? Here's Doherty. Pass to LeBron. Outside Irving. Fade away. And it's rejected. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Gets the first, Nick. And so he drops them both. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. So it's Indiana. Paul George.